Hi everyone, welcome to the Rare Record Room. This is where I'll show you some of the LPs in my record collection, give you a little background to the artists and their recordings, and provide some examples of the record company labels, and noting some important variations in text or differences between sleeves, that sort of thing. Record collecting has been a passion of mine for as long as I can remember. I hope you'll find these informative and useful, but ultimately enjoyable. With that in mind, let's get straight into the content. In this video, I shall be looking at some records from a group styled as the greatest rock and roll band in the world. These Londoners nonchalantly crashed onto the scene in the early 60s and have swaggered their way effortlessly through the music industry ever since. Parents were horrified and the establishment rather stiffly inquired, "Would you let your daughter marry one?" I am of course talking about the legendary Rolling Stones. Today we're going back to early 1964 and looking at the very first extended play record, or EP, from the Rolling Stones. Having two charting singles under their belt, the first being Come On, written by Chuck Berry, then I Want to Be Your Man by the Beatles' John Lennon and Paul McCartney, the band released these 1963 recordings in January 1964, apparently to test the record buying public before Decca Records would commit to having the Stones record a long player. The record company needn't have had any concerns, however, as the EP topped the UK EP charts in February 1964 and indeed sold so well that it even entered the UK singles charts, reaching the top 20. All four tracks are covers of rhythm and blues songs comprising Bye Bye Johnny, written by Chuck Berry, as a sequel to his 1958 number 2 hit Johnny Be Good. The Rolling Stones version of Bye Bye Johnny is a raw, up-tempo rocker with some stinging rock and roll guitar, effectively capturing the sound of the band's live set. This is followed by Berry Gordy's Motown song Money, That's What I Want, Arthur Alexander's You Better Move On, and finally Poison Ivy, which had been a hit single for the Coasters in 1959. The lineup on this EP is Mick Jagger, vocals and harmonica, Brian Jones, backing vocals, guitar and harmonica, Keith Richards, guitar, Bill Wyman, backing vocals and bass guitar, and Charlie Watts, drums and percussion. The EP was recorded at Decca's West Hampstead studio, and also at Delane Lee Studios in Kingsway, North London. It was produced by the Stones management team of Eric Easton and Andrew Loog Oldham, credited on the record as Impact Sound. I have three versions here which I will show you. The 1964 original was issued in mono only on Decca's Royal Blue label with the large Decca logo printed in silver without a box surrounding it. Later pressings would feature a smaller boxed Decca logo. It has the catalogue number DFE 8560 and features the text Made in England, the Decca Record Company Limited, plus the notice recording first published 1964. The rim text includes an all rights reserved notice. This has a four-pronged push-out centre and displays a KT tax code. The sleeve is a front laminated flip-back design. This is laminated with Clarifoil by British Celanese Limited and printed in England by McNeil Press of London. The spine displays the title, the record company name, the catalogue number and the mono wording. In 1983, Decca Records reissued all of the Stones' 1960s UK EPs as 12 inches, as shown here. I actually prefer the format of these and the sound produced. Being pressed on thicker, heavier vinyl, they're also a more satisfying object to handle. The 12-inch EP was issued with the same catalogue number as the original, but now includes an X within the prefix. The label also features the large unboxed Decca company logo, but is printed on a darker or navy blue colour. The record has a solid centre rather than the push-out. The label text is somewhat different to the original, with no country of manufacture stated and no recording first published wording. There is obviously no UK tax code given the year of its issue, and the rim text includes the all rights reserved notice. This sleeve is a non-flip back type with a matte finish. On the rear, the manufacturer's credit has been dropped. The inner bag is a plain die-cut paper sleeve. Around this time, a similar 12-inch EP re-release also appeared in Japan. This one appears on the London Records label, which was the overseas export subsidiary of Decca Records in England. This sleeve includes both the London Records logo and a printed credit for Decca Records. It also features a date code of manufacture, being August 1982. Apart from the label change, the most striking difference to the UK 12-inch is the colourful obi carrying the printed details. An obi is a narrow advertising paper band found around many Japanese record sleeves. Due to their fragile nature, they can often tear or become detached. This one is in beautiful record shop condition. It includes text in Japanese and in English, as well as a small Union Jack flag. The price displayed is 1,500 yen. It is interesting to note that the obi miscredits the track Money to the Beatles. The Fab Four had covered the song on their second UK LP with the Beatles, but they did not write it. The record label features a rather cheeky naked design, reminiscent of the advertising campaign for the Rolling Stones' 1971 LP Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers was the first Rolling Stones LP released on their own label and was not a Decca recording, so use of this similar imagery in Japan may have raised some eyebrows. The back cover shows the familiar 1980s warning about home taping being illegal, and the obi lists a large number of Stones, Decca or London LPs available in Japan, priced at 2,000 yen per piece. This finely produced Japanese EP also includes a printed 12-inch double-sided paper insert, one side of which acts as a lyric sheet printed in both the Japanese and English language. Values for the UK EP are £40 for the original and £12 each for the box design 7-inch and the 12-inch reissue. I would expect to pay considerably more for this pretty Japanese 12-inch EP. That concludes my rundown of the Rolling Stones' first EP recording. That's your lot for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did like the video, please make sure you subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.